Hi, thank you so much. I have the honor of reading this trial update and summary from yesterday, Monday, September 9th, 2024. So, day 5, FBI lead investigator exposed. On Monday, September 9th, 2024, the free speech trial of Chairman Amalia Shatella, Penny Hess, and Jesse Neville began its second week. Proceedings were delayed because 2 jurors had not arrived. One of the missing jurors arrived late, and then at 9:45 a.m., Judge William Jung declared that he would give the other absent juror 30 more minutes, and then he would remove her from the jury. Attorney Mutaki Akbar raised the fact that the missing juror was the only African on the jury. He asked the judge to replace her with the sole African juror in the pool of alternates who had been seated in the jury box throughout the trial. The judge refused and seated a white juror. The 12-person jury now has no African members. Defense cross-examines the FBI's lead investigator. Uhuru 3 attorneys forced the lead investigator and the FBI's star witness to admit that there was no evidence to prove accusations made in the Department of Justice's indictment. They exposed as lies the DOJ statements that there are Russian interferences in the mayoral campaign of Jesse Neville. Uhuru 3 attorney, quote, "Do you have any evidence of Russian interference in the 2017 St. Petersburg, Florida mayoral campaign of Jesse Neville?" FBI, quote, "No." Uhuru 3 attorney, quote, "Why was that accusation included in the indictment?" FBI, quote, "I didn't write the indictment." Uhuru 3 attorney, quote, "When you were in discussions with the DOJ about the indictments, you were aware that there was no evidence of Russian interference in Jesse Neville's electoral campaign?" FBI, quote, "Yes." Uhuru 3 attorney, quote, "So a press release was issued saying that the Russian government was interfering in US elections through Jesse Neville's campaign while you knew there was absolutely no evidence of that?" FBI, quote, "Yes." The government claimed that the Uhuru movement's petition charging the US government with genocide was a Russian intervention. Uhuru 3 attorney Leonard Goodman asked the witness if she was aware of the We Charge Genocide petition submitted by Black leaders to the UN in 1951. She was not. The jury begins to know the African People's Socialist Party. Despite their intentions, the government's evidence and witnesses introduced to the jury the philosophy and history of the African People's Socialist Party and its philosophy of African internationalism. They showed a video of Jesse Neville describing the Uhuru movement's position that the land of the Americas belongs to the indigenous people. The government played recordings of Zoom meetings to plan a protest against Facebook's censorship. In these recordings, Chairman Amali described the basis for the party's opposition to Facebook. It overlapped with Russian concerns, but went further. Facebook is owned by rich white people to dumb down the population. Chairman Amali explained that Facebook is tied to NATO when it blocks divergent views on the conflict in Ukraine. This role is reflected in the participation of Mark Zuckerberg in the annual Munich Security Conference and Facebook's cooperation with US intelligence surveillance efforts. Uhuru 3 attorney Goodman asked the lead FBI case agent if she had ever read the platform of the African People's Socialist Party. She had not. Goodman explained that this platform was adopted in 1979 and remains the same today. Monday's proceedings concluded the cross-examination and redirect of the prosecutor's main witness, the FBI special agent in charge of the surveillance and frame-up of the Uhuru 3. Tuesday, today, the government will bring one more witness and present closing arguments. Then the Uhuru 3's defense will be presented. Supporters are encouraged to attend the trial in Tampa beginning at 9 a.m. this morning at Federal Court Building. Follow the case, and for all the details about where the federal court building is, what to do, what not to do, what to wear, what not to wear, all those details can be found at handsoffuhuru.org.